Hi, I'm CJ Miller with Hoosier Ag Today on location at the Indiana State Fair, and we're inside the friendly confines of the Indiana FFA Pavilion, and I'm with your brand new Indiana FFA State President, the pride and joy of Tippecanoe Valley High School in Kosciuszko County, Hayden Stookey. And Brandon, first of all, tell us what folks can find inside the Indiana FFA Pavilion here at the Indiana State Fair.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of putt-putt, is what most guests will be their interest here at the pavilion. But kind of around here we have the animal wing, so it's petting zoo, and we also have the opportunity to feed them with carrots or grain. And then you'll move to the farm to fork station, which is for the youth that enters the pavilion, and they'll really learn about how their food gets from the farm or a greenhouse to the plate at home. So it's a really cool opportunity for them. They can kind of play around with it and learn at the same time. And then there's also a Corteva Agri-Science Corner where they can color and learn about the industry there. We have some imagination stations, so playing with Lincoln logs and some toys over there. And then we also have our country market in the corner that's ran by our foundation, where entrepreneurs from across the state can sell some items that they make and kind of get their voice heard here at the pavilion.
And the best thing about playing putt-putt here at the Indiana FFA Pavilion is that it's absolutely free.
It is free, yes. We encourage donations, but if they want to just come along and play free putt-putt, then that is more than welcome. We, as you can see, have a lot of people here already, and this is just the opening day, so we're really excited for the rest of the State Fair.
And it's the best of all worlds here at the Indiana FFA Pavilion. You mentioned the animal wing, where kids can get up close and personal with farm animals.
Yes. The animal wing, we have a couple different species in there. So to highlight some, we have goats, sheep, and cattle. So they can kind of learn about those different species of livestock, and then also ask some of our state officers, the members working there, about them as well. We have some posters hung around, and those are also highlighting our proficiency areas. So in FFA, we have the opportunity to submit proficiencies, which is just a competitive version of our SAEs, or Supervised Agricultural Experiences. So they'll get to learn about the different entrepreneurship opportunities or placement opportunities that Indiana has to offer.
And you also mentioned the country market, which make sure you bring your cash or your credit cards with you, because so many items that are locally produced here in the state of Indiana. We're talking jams, jellies, candles. It runs the full gamut, Hayden.
It does, yes. The entrepreneurship side of the country market is very neat. I really like all the candles and stuff, but then also the clothing and attire that you can get in there. That's very cool. There's jewelry. I know that some people like to go in there and shop for jewelry, which is just really special to those people. There's a bunch of different opportunities whenever you walk in there, and you can get some ice cream or popcorn while you're in there as well.
Hayden, I know that you've only been Indiana FFA State President since mid-June, but so much that you've and your state officer team have been able to accomplish in just a short amount of time, from that third week of June through here this early August.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we went to Washington, D.C. For our annual State Officer Summit. So all the state officers from across the nation get to go there to train with the national officers and national FFA staff. That was a very great experience for our team. I feel like we really grew as a team together, and we also got to connect with some industry members and the other state officers from across the nation. So those state officers will be visiting Indiana throughout our conferences and convention in this year. And then we also have gotten to prep for our conferences coming up. So Premier Leadership Training, which is where we train all of the district and region officers at the state level. That is coming up after State Fair. So we've been working on that, and then also Seeking Opportunities, Achieving Results, which is geared more towards our younger members. So that's the 8th through sophomore grade.
In terms of the Indiana FFA Pavilion here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, how late is the pavilion open?
Yeah, so we run a 9 to 8 o'clock time, and we're really just moving the entire day. So if you want to putt up until 8, you're more than welcome to.
And if you want out of the elements, it was raining earlier, now the sun is out. If it's no matter what the temperature is, no matter what the weather is here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds and Event Center, it's always nice and a little bit of a breeze through the Indiana FFA Pavilion. And once again, Hayden Stookey, Indiana FFA President. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Hoosier Ag Today, and have a great time here during the Indiana State Fair, and practice on your putt-putt while you're here.
Yes, thank you. I will definitely be having a putt-putt tournament with my teammates.
I'm CJ Miller on location inside the Indiana FFA Pavilion here at the Indiana State Fair for Hoosier Ag Today.